Hi, I'm Carl, and welcome to Larp Legion. When I attended my first Larp event, I thought, man, I'm so prepared for this. I got everything under control, everything handled. Unprepared is an understatement for the state I ended up being in. So, I thought I'd share some tips that I wish I would have knew so that you are prepared going to your first game, or even your second game, or your third game, who knows? Bring underlayers. Honestly, underlayers are a must. Even if you see that the weather for the whole event is going to be super warm, do not get fooled by it. Warmer days can often lead to really chilly nights, so you'll be really thankful to have that extra layer under your garb if you end up playing at night. Also, do bring a second or third set of decorum clothing so that if it is raining, you have something to change into. And also, it adds diversity to your kit, so you're not always wearing the same clothes like a movie or video game character. Buy a water canteen. There are multiple options for the decorum water canteen that you can get on the market for pretty cheap, and it should be one of the first things you get to go along with your kit. Dehydration is a serious danger in the action of a game, so having a water canteen on hand can stop that danger from ever happening. It will be a really good thing for you to have, and also sharing water with other players is a really good way to make connection and actually make friends. It happened to me once or twice, so bring that water canteen with you. Pack light snacks. One of the mistakes I did on my first game was buy way too much food, and the second one was not bring any easily pocketable snacks that I could eat easily in-game. Granola bar and the likes made for a great on-the-go snack for when you're always moving or when you don't really know when your next meal is due to the action of the game. And most of them are a really good source of protein and helpful stuff to keep you going all day. Do not think that the game is about you or that adventure will come to you. When I went to my first game, my brother, his friends, and I actually had a moment where we went to the village and just sat at the fire pit and just kind of waited there. I don't know if we expected something to happen or someone to come to us with something to do, but we could have waited there aimlessly with nothing to do if we didn't decide to just get up and go find our own adventure. What we ended up doing is we walked around the field and introduced ourselves to multiple groups to learn about their objectives or motives that they had. Not only did it allow us to know more about the game and the lore, it actually also gave growth to a character, and in the end we ended up joining one of those groups. Be prepared. When I attended my first game, I thought that my character, Grog, was gonna get to know everything in-game so that his knowledge of the lore grew at the same time that his character grew. So just by learning everything in-game. Boy, was I wrong. One of the first thoughts I had in-game was, what the heck are these people talking about? My limited knowledge of the game and the lore actually ended up being a wall rather than a ramp for Grog. Me not knowing the name of the regions and kingdoms of the game made conversations really hard because I didn't spend as much time role-playing as I did trying to piece everything together to get to what information was being talked about during conversations. So learn stuff that your character, as a person and not as a character, would know. Like the capitals of the region, the kingdoms, who's in charge, stuff like that. Like, you do know the capital of your own country. So you should have a character that knows that kind of information as well about the own world they live in. Again, your character will feel more like an actual person rather than a 2D character that you just slide in for a weekend or an event. Hope this helps you with your first steps in the world of LARP so that you don't fumble as much as I did. But do remember that mistakes do happen, and the only thing they will do is shape you into a better player for the future. By the way, the winner of the Woodsman Dagger by Epic Armory is the name that will be inserted right here, because I'm filming this one day before the contest is over. So there you go. Bang, 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 bang. So, thank you for watching. If you have any other tips for beginners, write them down in the comments so I can potentially make another video to help even more new players and old players. And subscribe to join the Legion.